Well, good morning all. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast Beach with Wayne, and I'm going to teach him today how to catch beach worms. One thing you will need is a stink bag, or a burley as we call it. It's basically just a net bag, like your scaling bag you use for doing your whiting behind the boat. A few fish heads, some gut, something that's nice, oily, smelly. Doesn't have to necessarily stink. Can be just fresh, straight out of the fish shop. It works just the same. Bit of rope and a loop around your hand so you don't lose it. The other important thing you'll need is a pippy or a hand bait. So when the worm comes up, you put the pippy down for the worm to bite onto. They'll come up and get a hold of that, and then your technique from there is simply come in either side with your fingers, slowly move your fingers in until you can feel the legs of the worm. You'll feel his legs actually tickle your fingers, and what he'll try and do is he'll try and pull that pippy down into the sand. Well, when he's trying to pull it down is the wrong time to try and grab. Don't panic, because he'll go down so far and realise, I'm not doing any good at this, I'll come back up and I'll try and pull it down again. Well, as he's coming up, that is the time to grab that worm, because all his legs are pushing down. So as you grab like that, he'll actually assist you in pulling him out of the sand.
Well folks, rather than just talk about it, let's get down and actually do it.
And pick yourself a nice, gentle, sloping section of beach. So that way, as the water recedes like it is now, it gives you a good long vision. We'll just walk down and meet the water here. And you just swing the burley bag back and forth like that. Spread that smell around. Now as that recedes back with the water, the worms smell it straight away. Look at this, right at my feet, straight away, a nice big one. Nice big goldie head. Okay, now here we go. We just pop the pippy down, let him get his little pincers into that. We're waiting for that upward movement, like that, and out he comes. Now that's quite a nice little slide, and we'll coil him up a bit. We've got ourselves a nice specimen here. As you can see, when they get bigger, they get that lovely golden colour on their head. Well, when you see them pop their head out of the sand, you see that goldy look. It's like, yeah, this is a good worm. Now they have a little ray of frills on their head. When they stick their head up out of the sand, they're going like this, so they're trying to capture whatever it is that they can smell. They've got an incredible sense of smell, and they feed on whatever washes up on the beach. They will smell it, they will come to it and take care of it. They do come a lot bigger than this, up to as thick as your fingers. You don't often see them that big anymore, but a nice worm like that, as you can see, there's probably 8 or 10 very nice whiting baits in that one, and you can see the frills there on his head, and all those millions of little legs is what holds them in the ground. A lot of people think you have to be quick to catch the worms. Well, that's not true. It's just a matter of timing. As to what the worm tries to do is he grabs the pippy and he tries to pull it down into the sand. Well, when that's not happening, he'll then arch up and try and give it a good heave down. Well, as he's on the way up, all his legs are pointing down, and that's when you just grab them firmly, not overly tight, because if you grab them too hard, you'll just break their head off. You grab them by a nice firm grip and then just pull them straight up. Best time to be down here is from the half tide out through to the bottom of the tide, and then the first bit of the make. And here we go, there's another nice one here. Look at this fella. Okay, let's get him onto that pippy. Sneak the fingers in, and you can actually feel the legs and what they're doing. And when he starts to come up, like, come on up, you come up like that. Just grab him firmly and pull him out. And with that burley, I can actually block the water flow from the worm like so, and go and try and catch him, which I do just like that. There's another nice one. He's got some real nice gold colour to his head, so this will be a decent worm. I can feel him. Oh, come on. Sometimes you'll hit a little bit of resistance. And water coming. And then that's a nice worm. Okay. Fingers in. Just slowly creep your fingers in until you can feel the legs of the worm, and you'll feel it's just down, just pulling down. Okay, up he comes. And out he comes. Once you learn the knack, they're very, very easy to catch. And just by feel alone, you don't even need to be able to see the worm.
That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much, Paul, for that.
My pleasure, mate.
We've caught a few worms. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. See you next time.